Hi, this is Mrs. Knopf, and today we are going to continue in our method book on the trombone with line 52, 4-part little star, and this video is going to focus on the B line. So there are 4 sets of brackets, and each bracket has an A, B, C, and D line. This video will focus on the B line. So our first B line starts with our bass clef, and then we have our key signature. We have 2 flats. The first flat is on the second line. It's a B flat, and it tells us all B's are flat no matter where they are. The next flat in our key signature is on the third space. It is an E flat, and it tells us that all E's are flat. So this key signature tells us we are in the key of B flat. Next we have our time signature. We are in 2/4 time. The top number tells us how many beats are in each measure. The bottom number gives us the value of the whole note if we had one. So if we had a whole note, it would get 4 beats, and half of a whole is a half. Half of 4 is 2, so our half notes get 2 beats. And half of a half is a quarter, half of 2 is 1, so our quarter notes get 1 beat each. Next, we are going to go through and look for our notes and different patterns. So we start with 2 quarter note B flats, that's first position, and then we go up to 2 quarter note D's in 4th position. Back to our B flats, we have 2 quarters and a half note. That's back in first. Then in measure 5, we have an A out in 2nd position, so not too far out. Then we have 2 B flats in first again. Then C out in 6th, all the way back into 2nd for that A, and then a half note B flat. So I have a metronome ready to go at 84 beats per minute. You can either listen or you can try to play along, but I'm going to play the first line B for you. And if you play along, make sure you start each note with a T sound. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. And that is the first line B. Now let's scroll down and take a look. The second line B, I hope you realize, is identical to the first line B. So I'm not going to go over that one, at least not by itself. Let's keep going and find the third line B. So I'm going to scroll on to the next page. Now our third line B is different, and it's just going back and forth between B flat in first and A in second. So 3 measures worth of quarter notes, and then the 4th measure is a half note, and the pattern repeats. So I will play through the third line B, still at 84 beats per minute. 1, 2, ready. And now if we go down just a little further, you'll see the final B line, and it's just like the first 2. So let's talk about that for a second. Our form for this tune, we think in terms of main ideas. So if the first B line has the first main idea, we would call that the A theme. The second line has the same idea, so it's still the A theme. But when we get to the third line and it changes, we call that the B theme. Not to confuse you about playing the B line. This is the B theme. It's a different idea from the beginning. And then the 4th line is the A theme again. So your overall form is A, A, B, A. So what I'm going to do is, because I can't scroll and play at the same time, I'm going to start down here on this bottom B line. I'm going to play through it twice. Then I'm going to come back up here and play through this B line once, and then back to this line, play it one more time. I still have my metronome set at 84 beats per minute, and feel free to play along. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. And the B line for 4-part Little Star is actually harmonizing with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And once you learn the other lines, feel free to come back to any of these videos and play a different line so that you can hear a duet. So I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you next time.